Understanding, managing, and working to reduce violence. Those are the objectives of a 3-day workshop being held at the Inspiration Center in Belize City, hosted by the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture through the Department of Youth Services. Some 50 social workers, including police officers attached to the Community Policing Unit, are taking part in the training that seeks to build capacity for youth practitioners in Belize.
The scope of this workshop is to try to assist them with the knowledge, the understanding of some of the issues that they have to deal with in terms of when they are dealing with the young people, especially those who are engaged or what we would term as at-risk youths. And these are the workshops that we are hoping to do because we need to build their capacity if they will do a better job at dealing with young people and trying to prevent young people from getting involved in crime. So especially here in Belize City.
The very comprehensive training aimed at ensuring that the frontline workers are equipped with the requisite skills to effectively respond to the violent trends in Belize is being facilitated by Dr. Herbert Gayle and his team. According to Dr. Gayle, Day 1 looks at the analysis of murders in Central America and the Caribbean, the brain of a killer, and why boys join gangs.
What's not so right, and I'd rather put it that way, is mixing pot. And that's a problem. That's actually a very broad problem. It's not just the Caribbean, but quite often persons will be doing X, they're doing Y, they're doing Z, they're doing a whole lot of stuff at once rather than understanding the structures and separations and the beginning and the end of things. The other thing that is very wrong is duplication. Even when we're helping people, we're creating conflict. You know, you choose a community, but you don't choose a community beside it. The community beside it plan to raid the community that got helped, take away their resources. We've seen a lot of crazy stuff in the Caribbean in the name of help. So those are the stuff we're trying to see if we can get clear in the heads of people, that when it comes to people who are already downtrodden, who already feel vulnerable and so forth, you take a risk if you are helping without knowing how to help. So that is why we have a whole section on methods and approach.
If we go in with this aggressiveness and this approach of demand, we're going to get someone who is going to close up on us, who is going to just stare and would not be able to internalize anything because of the fact that this is a norm for them. Then you've got to bring in that compassionate aspect for individuals to understand how valuable they are. Complement that with what is out there, your own experience through life. I think what makes a major difference in our intervention and with the youth apprenticeship program is that nothing is sugar-coated. It's not a life of an unknown, but it's the life of individuals that they can identify with.
One participant that has been at the forefront in terms of youth advocacy is Diane Finnegan. Aside from her work with Eastern Division South of the Police Department and its interventions with gangs, Finnegan is at the head of the Youth Apprenticeship Program that has helped hundreds of young people in giving them a second chance, teaching them life skills and preparing them for the workforce.
For me, it always has to start with you. You've got to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself if you are an example, if you are a person that someone can imitate, that someone would want to aspire to imitate and become. So it starts with you as an individual, and I think the guidance and skills that we're going to get from Dr. Gayle is crucial because it's applicable to everything, that not just working with at-risk youths, not just working in the area of crime and violence, but with ourselves, improving ourselves as human beings.
Duane, Moody for News 5.